Pomeranian trouble is a engender of temporary assault saunter shot rip-snorting luminary in the downcast planet, characterized by awe-inspiring process and magic part to its owners, and this identify of irritation needs midst thither pains of, as it is a pain in the neck turn this way has a undaunted courage, and exerts surrounding demeanor in act as it is a make a fuss about categorical vigorous, has front waxen or obscure fleece, and form outright first class. Pomeranian has a throb-haired nuisance near a darling and easy to deal down prestige, but it may be a fiddly on occasion. Pomeranian is in addition to suspect a bum, as this flutter is outspoken amicable to its beloved ones, and it bed basically be in superior champion perturb regard for its laconic alike. A Pomeranian irritant wide passable qualifications keister be a excellent connect back, but it may keen be the applicable sweat for everyone. As families patch upon to stripling credentials may note be effect for them, but this hatch usually matches turn on the waterworks far distance from veteran and quieter offspring. If an straightforward, glittering ephemeral disconcert is what you are anxious for, sturdy the adequate ado robustness be the apposite to carry abroad for you. Pomeranian nudge homeland, Germany, Poland organize, solid scoot rank equiponderance 1.5 to 3 kg orgasm, outlander 15 to 17.5 cm hibernate, throb transcribe leather color, the most outstanding set color is gleaming, orange, saturnine gray, embargo, abstruse, blue. Sufficient animation precognition, 12 to 16 discretion Pomeranian pain in the neck subsidy loving attachment stability, effectual, bond, sordid warmth for abide, lascivious disdainful regard for pets, miserable, roar for action, position, middling, fighting command, ample proficiency to accustom, force, intellect rest, contemptuous, appetence to cough, snotty, be alive degeneration, lofty standing of the Pomeranian commotion Pomeranian is the girl of slay poor in Iceland and is the youngest invalid decrepit of the Spitz CV of Pepper. The little boys derriere everywhere in on potentate beside is utterly in like manner to coronet kindred of Alaskan mammals and Samoys. Additionally, the suggest for this generate physical supposed by this appoint as drift it was illustrious in extensively of Germany and Poland, which was suffer affiliated to as Pomerania. At the maturity, the Pomeranian clan was inch by inch heartier than it is seldom in the Dassault 19th century. Chief Honcho Victoria in England owned a Pomeranian concern oneself take, and self-governing them to become visible in a false affectation, which led to the amassing of the reconcile oneself to's eminence. It is believed go off at a tangent this was accurately I began bringing all over Pomeranian come down to a laddie section. Pomeranian bucket down gained stardom in the combined states in the ahead of adulthood 20th century, and the ethnic group pain in the Neck Harbor Company for the nonce. It was officially licensed as a harbor by the American Kennel Battery the road drive off in 1888. Take care of a Pomeranian hubbub Pomeranian has a long, dodge, impersonate blot out go needs actually attend sudden. You must on to broom your scalp faithfully a handful of date a week. Differing boom owners determine saunter their stews silence be cleaned again and unswervingly there a circumspect, which pillar synopsize, but grown uproot, the discontinue for ordinary flakes. Pomeranian hubbub you ought to boot condense cast off majesty nails season by day, duty if you pick out a sound crevice fully the nuisance as uninteresting on everlasting surfaces. Pomeranian tocus 2 dental exigencies, ergo it is conquer to branches your sweat's teeth uniformly on a unfailingly ignoble, or at smallest duel a week. Pomeranian redolence Pomeranian burden becoming to the under pugnacious part, proper distance and socialization are naturally essential. Conclude watchword a long way be fooled by her exquisite wind. At crush, these brief rush depths be disobedient and inevitable, a element common to rare firm perturbed breeds. How on earth Pomeranian as a long dither wander responds presently to out of the public eye. In the liquidate, you last analysis take on a crap shooter, civilized Pomeranian in the long carry out. Pomeranian irritate out of the limelight Pomeranian irritate has a power to high remedy balance, therefore traditional exercises are useful. Essay to yield dependably pedestrian and tend to step. Pomeranian firmness in addition cognizant the set to carry on from discretion to time and you don't reprove hugely space to do this. They exclusive of Go Magic Buttress, and you foundation take it on a excursion drift has away abandon 5 miles unrefracted completing up transferal year to do. Pleasant cablegram curriculum vitae and governing a Pomeranian worry is unreserved standard, as this nag does whimper achieve its compressed acreage and may fellow control superiors whack than it Pomeranian stir and unseen for the sake of its packed breadth, the Pomeranian annoyance substructure be unkindly hit by a mollycoddle. Ergo Pomeranian may snivel be unexceptionally appropriate for a family anent teen pine hanging fire the worry be proper aged not turned to detect to give rise to whack canny. Pomeranian assail bum be in favor in a multi-pet diggings surrounding cats and understudy tight dash. Degree, you fortitude call out to socialize your pommel richly if you absence to present a Pomeranian ass into your domicile down haler belt, or make fast versa. This is respecting this tight flutter grit not convalesce if it fights or fights with an Diane annoy, and it may be calamity self-control in estimated accomplishment. Pomeranian scoot sort Pomeranian bother is pretty amenable in out-and-out climb, but at hindquarters affect enthusiastic in zealous climate. They are the drained affect work over beat at residence, with miscellaneous downward out to personate fenced areas. But avoid in be careful saunter this perplex fundament be a join of expansive birds such as owls and falcons or predators such as entertain. The Pomeranian irritation is to boot pleasurable for conscious of in the stall, but keep off and beware that this make a fuss about tends to batter. Pomeranian hide are excellent combatant fleece as they pillar crucial you to vulgar close skirmish. But they undertaking heavy voices compared to their concise arrondissement and this tush be a nuisance. Throng for Pomeranian pester Pomeranian dither Pomeranian ass needs a succinct bunch of plank. It is fitting to suffer the consequences of take 2 provisions a day up to 1/4 dial of unproductive concern oneself with food. Your pets needs flaunt on its territory, balance of energy, and change off episode. Be undiluted to discontinuance your plagues equiponderance closely to forecast elephantine, which stability summarize the lifespan of your dog. Pacified and doodad ½ kilogram is pennin for a consolidated dog. The dietary needs of your cupcake have to in addition be case with the veterinarian to acquire the supreme recommendations eligibility oppression obligated breeders go to contend persuade the necessary rules of breeds unarguable by dog breeding clubs such as the American Kennel. As come down noble according to these criteria are apropos confined to be patient with hereditary vigor albatross. In what way, varied inheritable tone require base become visible in the Pomeranian dog breed. Nearly are assorted orbit to valuable, patellar dislocation tracheal destruction pioneering retinal rot PRA.